Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kathy Hilton shares rare photo of all 8 of her grandchildren. Kathy Hilton shared a sweet photo of all of her grandchildren in honor of her husband Rick's 70th birthday. On August 17, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum posted to Instagram with a photo of her husband holding a tow-headed toddler with 7 other light-haired kids sitting in front of him on the patio of the family's Bel Air home. Papa with all of his grandbabies, Hilton, 66, captioned the post, adding, "Happy birthday, Rick. We love you." Rick and Kathy Hilton first became grandparents in 2016 when their daughter Nikki Hilton welcomed daughter Lily Grace Victoria with her husband James Rothschild. The following year, the couple had another daughter, Theodora, who was born on December 20, 2017. Nikki and her husband also have a son, Jason, born in 2022. "We always liked the name, and it was unusual," Hilton Rothschild told Us Weekly of her son's moniker, which she kept secret from the public for nearly 2 years. More Hilton grandkids come from son Baron Hilton Diu and his wife, Tessa, who shared daughter Milu Alizi, born March 2020, and son Caspian, who was born in 2022. In early 2024, Tessa Hilton posted to Instagram to announce the arrival of her son Apollo Winter Hilton, who was born on March 8 of that year. Paris Hilton surprised everyone, including her parents, when she welcomed 2 children via surrogate. The Paris in Love star and her husband, Carter Riem, welcomed their son, Phoenix, in January 2023 and their daughter, London, in November 2023. Kathy and Rick's youngest son, Conrad, 31, has no children. He is currently dating actress Emma Kenney. Kathy Hilton is thriving in her grandma era. In 2024, she told People magazine she started a special Thanksgiving tradition with the children. "We have 8 grandchildren all together, so we've got 4 boys and 4 girls. We'll be watching the parade, and that's a day," she said. "That is the tradition. My mother did that with us. I make a special brunch, and I've got everything. I've got the eggs, scrambled eggs with caviar. I have pancakes, I have waffles, I have bacon," Hilton added. Hilton also told the outlet that she loves to have sleepovers with her grandkids. "We make tents in our room, Rick and I, and they love it," she said. "Nothing makes me, Rick and I, happier than having my children and all of the grandchildren under one roof, whether it's a hotel or a house." The Hilton name has long been synonymous with glamour, luxury, and the kind of family legacy that stretches across generations. Yet every now and then the gilded curtain parts to reveal a softer, sweeter side of the dynasty. One defined not by red carpets or business empires, but by bedtime stories, sticky fingers, and laughter echoing through grand hallways. That was exactly the case when Kathy Hilton, beloved matriarch of the Hilton family and mother to Paris and Nikki Hilton, delighted fans by sharing a rare photo of all 8 of her grandchildren gathered together. For years, Kathy has been a steady presence on reality television, in society circles, and in philanthropic endeavors. But while the world often sees her in dazzling gowns at soirees, or as the witty voice of reason among the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her proudest role has always been grandmother. This time, she pulled back the curtain on her most cherished treasures, her grandkids. The photograph itself quickly became the talk of social media, set against the backdrop of Kathy's sprawling Los Angeles estate. The children were captured in an unguarded moment, their innocence and joy radiating far more than any diamond necklace ever could. The scene that melted hearts. In the snapshot, the 8 cousins sat nestled on a plush outdoor sofa, each of them dressed in pastel-colored outfits that hinted at a summer family gathering. A few of the youngest had their tiny hands clutching stuffed animals, while the older cousins leaned in with smiles that spoke of secrets only children could share. It wasn't a posed picture meant for a glossy magazine spread. It was candid, real, and utterly endearing. Their faces were alight with laughter, and Kathy herself could be seen just at the edge of the frame, clearly caught mid-laughter as she tried to wrangle the group into sitting still long enough for a photo. The result was imperfect perfection, the kind of memory that families treasure forever. For Kathy, the photo represented more than just a milestone. It was living proof of the legacy she and her husband Rick Hilton have built. A family that spans generations, still close, still connected, even amid their busy lives in the spotlight. Kathy captioned the photo with a few heartfelt words. "My heart is full. All 8 of my angels together. This is what life is truly about." Fans flooded her post with comments, celebrating the rare glimpse into the Hilton family's private world. "Forget the diamonds, this is the real treasure," one follower wrote. Another gushed, "Seeing Kathy as a grandma just makes her even more lovable." And indeed it did. While many think of the Hilton grandchildren as heirs to an empire, Kathy reminded the world that at their core, they're just kids, her babies, loved, spoiled with affection, and shielded as much as possible from the flashing cameras. The 8 precious grandchildren. Each of Kathy's grandchildren has already become a small star in their own right, even if their parents carefully curate how much of their lives are shared publicly. Paris Hilton, who welcomed her first son Phoenix in early 2023, and then her daughter London later that year, was glowing in comments as she reshared her mom's post. "Nothing makes me happier than seeing all the cousins together," Paris wrote. Nikki Hilton Rothschild, Kathy's second daughter, has also been open about how important family is to her. She and her husband James Rothschild share 3 children, each of whom adds to the joyful chaos of family gatherings. Kathy's sons, Barron and Conrad, have also contributed to the growing Hilton family tree, each bringing new little personalities into the fold. Altogether, the 8 grandchildren form a beautiful tapestry of the Hilton legacy, one that's rooted less in fortune and more in family bonds. Fans react. The internet has a funny way of stopping in its tracks for celebrity family moments, and this was no exception. The Hilton grandchildren's rare group photo quickly went viral, with fans and fellow celebrities commenting on how refreshing it was to see the glamorous Hilton clan embracing such ordinary, heartwarming joys. "This is the content we didn't know we needed," one fan declared on Twitter. Another commented, "Kathy Hilton is the ultimate glamma." Even Bravo fans who are used to seeing Kathy in the drama-filled world of the Real Housewives chimed in with affection. "Kathy wrangling 8 grandkids is more iconic than any RHOBH dinner party," one quipped, referencing her infamous tableside antics on the show. The Hilton family's softer side. While much of the public associates the Hilton name with Paris's iconic 2000s catchphrases, extravagant hotels, or high-profile parties, Kathy has always reminded the world of the foundation underneath the sparkle. She raised her children to value family dinners, traditions, and privacy, even if life in the public eye often complicated that. This rare photo was not a statement of status or wealth. It wasn't an advertisement or a curated campaign. It was, in its simplest form, a grandmother's pride shared with the world. For a family that has been scrutinized for decades, moments like this allow fans to see beyond the glitz and recognize something universal. Whether you live in a Beverly Hills mansion or a suburban neighborhood, the joy of gathering grandchildren together is a language everyone understands. Kathy's reflections. Those close to Kathy have often said that her happiest moments aren't on red carpets, but in playrooms, baking cookies, or sneaking candy to her grandkids when their parents aren't looking. Sharing this photo seemed to echo that sentiment. It wasn't about fame, it was about roots. It was about watching her children grow into parents, and then watching those children blossom into a new generation. It was about Sunday afternoons spent together, stories shared across generations, and the giggles of children filling rooms where once her own kids had played. Looking ahead. If there's one thing Kathy Hilton's rare photo made clear, it's that the Hilton family's story is still being written, not through headlines about wealth, but through the laughter and innocence of the youngest generation. Her grandchildren may one day inherit the Hilton empire, but for now, they are simply kids growing up surrounded by love, cousins, and a grandmother who treasures them above all else. And as the world double-tapped Kathy's heartfelt post, it became clear. In an era where celebrity life is often curated and polished to perfection, sometimes the most powerful image of all is one that simply captures love.